Hello, I'm SammyP, and welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Voice series for Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. It's the series where I use the excuse of practicing my voice acting as justification for playing video games. Now, before we get started, I have a couple of things that I actually want to talk about, and like before, if you want to just skip that, you can just go down into the description and there'll be a time stamp where you can just skip ahead to actual gameplay. But basically, if you watched the last episode, you know there was a lot of problems with that video. And it was crazy. I've been having all sorts of problems. I don't remember having anywhere near this number of problems when I was recording my last series, Divinity, Original Sin 2. Getting caught up in cabling. And most intriguingly, irritatingly, each time I get a different problem. I didn't change much or anything on like the recording side, but it's a different problem each time. The first time I tried to record one of these for episode 1, I got this bizarre visual glitch. So I scrapped that one, and then I did the second one, and I got audio glitches that screwed up the audio going forward, but if I removed the glitch, the audio was fine. And then I did, so I used that video, but then I did episode 2, and the audio just kept going in and out of sync. And it wasn't the same. It wasn't like a single glitch that I could remove. It was just this weird in and out. And I think it was potentially like a loading issue. Something, maybe the computer was trying to do other things that I wasn't aware of, and it just caused weird delays. And eventually I realized I couldn't fix it because it was built into the actual recording, and I was frustrated and tired and decided, screw it, I'm just going to load this video. And then when I loaded it and I checked that it had worked, uploaded it onto YouTube, like 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through, the visuals go away, which is a problem I've had before, once before, but not for ages. It was like episode 2 or 3 of the Divinity 1 had that problem, and I tried to work it out then, and I tried re-uploading it, and I don't know what the problem is. Something when the video goes up onto YouTube causes the problem, and I have no idea what that is. Beard. So I'm hopeful that this video will work fine. I've tried a couple of things. I tweaked some things on XSplit. I tried looking into it, and I couldn't really find anything that seemed to be the same as the problems I've been having, but I'm thinking maybe it's the computer, maybe it's just something, it's just not running as well as I thought it was. So I've dropped it down. I was recording in 1080p, now I'm recording in 720. I had hoped to put things up in 1080, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's just doing too much, and I won't be able to do that until I get like an actual dedicated streaming and recording rig. So hopefully that fixes things. But it also means I can use the more sort of involved editing software that I have, because I'm using a free version, so I can only export videos I edit on that into 720. So recording in 1080 in that instance is kind of futile, because it's going to go down to 720 anyway. The idea was that I could use the Express editor on XSplit, because there's not much editing I have to do with these videos anyway. Just making sure the beginning and ends sort of are fine. Just chopping off, because I start recording before I start doing anything, so I just have to chop off a bit at the beginning and maybe a bit at the end, but otherwise there's not much editing. So I thought I could do 1080, but it's beginning to look like that's not the case, particularly if this video works and it turns out that recording in 720 fixes my problems, which would be great. It'd be a shame, but it'll be great. But that, again, I can do funny. It amused me greatly in the first video to put in like little like captions and whatnot at like, you know, down here or wherever. I had it gave me a bit of something to chuckle about while editing. So I don't know if I have to use the better. If I have to use the better editor, I'll probably keep keep doing that just because I enjoy it. If it really bothers people, again, comment, please tell me. But that's what I've been doing, which is the particular irritation for me is that I wanted to put these videos out relatively frequently. The game has just come out. I wanted to try and strike while the metal is hot, kind of thing. And these glitches have just slowed me down dramatically. The idea originally was to try and record multiple episodes in one go, cut them into the appropriate lengths, and then just have them schedule them to upload at certain points, and then be ready for the week. And I could do that once a week, and that'd be fantastic. Or maybe twice a week, and I could really get going. But if I can't trust that the recording is good enough, then I can't do multiple recordings, because I have to stop and review every single one to make sure it actually works, and that takes a lot. That takes a lot of time. So hopefully this works. Hopefully this is fixed. Just keep looking at XSplit, and it's not telling me anything that seems any different, but I don't know. Let's get going. Let's actually play the game. The other thing it's already getting me is I was really keen to play this game, but as I said at the first video, I wanted this to be my main playthrough. It's the one based on my original playthrough. It's the one based on my original character, and I wanted it to be the main playthrough. But because these videos have been going so slowly, it's stalled, and I keep thinking I just want to play, but I don't want to get too far ahead. And so I've held off. I've only gotten as far. I've played up to just before we're up to, so just before reaching what was it called, Port Madge or something to that extent. I don't remember. So he's hoping, and of course, if this doesn't work, then you won't see this report, this rant, and I'll have to do it a second time. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Seems the numpad keys also are what you use to select individual characters. Which is also the numpad keys what I use to go between the two scenes in XSplit. Maybe I'll look into that and actually change it. I don't know. I haven't gone into more detail. I have looked closer at the AI, and it does look, it's much more detailed. I haven't really sat down, and I probably will want to at some point. Oh, look at this place. Given the voices I'm hearing, I'm assuming that there's something going on just here. I probably will want to at some point sit down with my characters and actually do a proper AI script for each of them. No, we don't need that one for this character. But it's much more like, when do you want to do it? How often? I'll do that when I remember off not recording, because I feel like that's going to be a decent chunk of time to really get into it. I think you can go cautious, because I don't think you have any of the abilities that this applies to. It's Meadowfolk. Deerwood Farmer. No. Is there a way to, if I check... No. This was something I discovered in one of my other playthroughs. They actually do have the different things. So I have, if I remember correctly, turned on the dialogue options where you can actually see which of these you are benefiting from. I mean, from memory, he's a, you know, Hirsch is a good guy, so he's probably going to be doing clever. It's because I enjoy clever, diplomatic and honest, probably maybe even benevolent if that's still one. Yeah, benevolent. I like that Shady. I don't remember Shady from the first game, so I think Shady is kind of funny. I think I'll try and do that with someone, but Passionate's still there. I think that's the only new one. Stoic, Shady, Rational, Passionate, Honest, Diplomatic, Cruel, Clever, Benevolent, and Aggressive. You know, yeah, Shady I think is new, but the rest aren't. And then your characters have things that they like and don't like. So Adair here doesn't like animal cruelty, but does like animal kindness. He doesn't like people who get angry at, what are they? Aethicians? Aethician. Anti-Aethician. It's a mouthful. And he also doesn't like the leaden key. So if you don't like the things if you like the things he likes, I mean, it's the same with everyone else. And he likes a joke. So I feel like we're going to get on, because we don't like the leaden key. I mean, we're a druid, animal kindness seems to be a given. I'm fine with people who follow Aethys as a religion, like the actual god we might have an issue with, but that's fine. He's traditional. Enjoys cultural traditions and believes that they are worthwhile to observe and practice. Yeah, it seems fine. I think Adair and Hirsch are going to get on well. But let's actually progress and... Hey, what did I tell you? Please, everyone, stay calm. The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking... I should have checked how this word... Amara? I think it's Amara. Amara woman standing just beside him. Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huna? The Huna? Tribal civilization primarily comprised of island Amara. Huna. I mentioned that pronouncing things is going to be okay, good. Which has thrived in Deadfire Archipelago for thousands of years. Though largely decentralized, the Huna share common values steeped in mythology and a sense of guardianship over the isles they call home. Okay. Storm Speaker Ikoha. Ikoha. Have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms. The Umara woman folds her arms. Yes, I think we're all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe thee. I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now, you will do the same for our families. What about our families? What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would... As Clario's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention. One of the pirates! At this alarmed... Yeah, because these two pirates are just going to, like, wander into the town and be like, sup, we're pirates, there's two of us, there's however many of you. This alarmed cry, the whole... I suppose it's more... It's one of the pirates! At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls across the gathered throng. What do we got? This is passionate. This is shady. Yeah, let's be passionate. I'm not a pirate! Everyone, stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. 2 of my guards reported a ship flying Deerwoodian colours fallen prey to a pilot vessel. That would be your ship, I assume. The crowd quieten somewhat at that, though they still find yourself the target of a few glares. That would make him lucky. I'm not having a good time. That would make him lucky. Your vessels do not usually fare so well. The woman regards you with bland curiosity. Quite. Clever. If I were all that lucky, I wouldn't have crashed here. Perhaps not, but I suspect some good can come of this. Oh, he's, Valiant, so he's probably more of a Spanish-Italian. Per complanca, everybody, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you appraised of any changes. Probably going to be a bunch of sort of Spanish-Italian I'm going to have to... Which is why when I considered doing it for my character, I was like, it's going to be doing a lot anyway. Still thinking about my character's voice, and currently it's fine just to be sort of like roughly mine, but maybe we'll tweak it a little bit if I want to practice something else. For mercy. Taken as come on now. Interesting. Especially you, Mestra Ikoha. And do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Government Clario. I should have known because he's Clario. I should have been able to work it out. Yeah, okay. Oh, God. Please, why? Galadri. As for you, stranger, let us speak in my estate. We'll discuss your predicament. You have a face to remember. What are they doing? Is that because of the rain, or just sort of... Let's see if there's anything interesting on the map. Oh, that's a character. Zoti is a character that, oh, because it's named, that'll be a companion. Rinko's house, the governor's estate, jail, trading post, market, and the pub. I am going to go have a look at Zoti. Which one is Zoti? Hey! Wangleth. Wangleth. Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed. No. Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed. A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand, she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hot wax from his skin. Oh. Haha! It's Valiant for fuck this! It's a fiutito. Si fiutito. Madichico. I did not sign up to be burned. Let's just watch. The priestess trembles her arm. Wait, trembles her arms? The priestess trembles her arm. Okay. The priestess trembles her arms, face pinched with disappointment. In the warm sea breeze from the port, loose strands of her sun-streaked hair whip about her head like a living halo. This flame is not for purification. It is for illuminating the darkness. Sanctification comes only as a result of your journey. but the light will guide your way. She tilts her face towards the sky, eyes shut. She drags a shaky hand to dribble wax across her own brow. Aethys has returned at last, but it's not too late to redeem ourselves. As surely as my fingers are webbed, Really? Huh. As surely as my fingers are webbed, I tell you, Gyun never left. Gyun? Gyun is an aspect of Aethys associated with death and harvests. His implements are symbolically important. The sickle reaps what it sowed in life. The lantern guides the deceased down their intended path of death and rebirth. It is generally believed that Gyun, instead of Berath's avatars, visit those who embrace death with acceptance and understanding. His most fervent devotees are known as harvesters of Gyun. Guan? Guan. Guan is an answerer of wrongs and imbalances. This has contributed no small part to Deerwood's enthusiasm for vigilante justice. Popular regard of Guan is polarizing. He is appreciated, feared, and characterized by a grim sense of finality. Alright. Despite her contrary words, the Huna woman shrugs, accepting the golden wax. Okay, what are we going to do for you? Snakes alive. Sakes alive. Sakes alive, Wenglyph. Ain't we got more pressing matters than attend... Ain't we got more pressing matters to I don't like it. Okay, once we actually recruit her, we'll know where she's from, and that will help. Sakes alive, Wenglyph. Ain't we got more pressing matters to attend to than a baptism? Arms crossed over her chest, the shorter, duskier woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin jutted up. We just missed one of the biggest reapings of all time. What about the souls that need us? As she steps forward, she reaches for the particular-looking lantern strapped to her hip. Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead? Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstar, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins. Here, I'll light them all at once. Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in the indicated pattern before her. The priestess bites her lip, swinging harder and faster, the lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength until she thrusts it hard out towards the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. Let's wipe a glob of wax. Now that you're right with our God, can we please to see about helping the people that I dreamed died? Can we see about helping the people that I dreamed died? Those souls aren't going to reap themselves. Her words catch in her throat as she turns, spotting you for the first time. I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism. You dreamed people died. Sure did. I get those kind of dreams sometimes, the ones that turn out true. Nightmares more like, terrors that come true. She rubs her palm on the back of her neck. Had them since I was a little girl in the farm. Guess Guan is speaking to me even then. Some of our brethren suffer from these visions more than others, while some of us, favourably, have none at all. It ain't a curse, it's a blessing. A mark of the divine. Zoti shrugs. I'm looking for an Adra statue, yay high, inhabited by Aethys. I knew it. She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand. Guan's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul. Who's Guan? Guan's a smidgen of darkness in the light. He was part of Aethys who divined the dignity of dying and returned the return journey to life. So who are you? Hell is a colloquial term used for the beyond in Adra, the Deerwood, and Ridcarus. Ah, hell! Oh, where are my manners? I'm Zoti. Oh, hello. Alright, this is the... what people think of you. That's fine, go away. I'm Zoti, child of the Dawnstar and priestess to Guan. At your service. She thrusts her hand out for a friendly shake. Adair gives a nod and a wink. If I was clergy or a priest. Oh, interesting. You're a priestess of Guan, not Aethys. A dark smile curves up her lips. Her eyes glint with a fierceness. Done right, I am. Why? You know an awful lot about Guan. I mean, we just talked about it, so yeah. Guan's an aspect of Aethys. I think you mean he's all what's left. Did you hear? Aethys died, yeah? When summer and spring have passed us on, well, that just leaves us Orta and Wintom and Guan. Huh. Catchy. You think I'm addled? A little touched in the head? She splits a bemused grin. Figure I'm a bit unorthodox. That doesn't matter, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong. More than unorthodox, it's profane. I don't need to be stoic. Why do you want to go inland? Well, there's souls that need their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost. Enough nonsense, Zoti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission. Wangleth, you guide the living, and I guide the dead. Guan bids it, and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours? I think we're more honest than clever. I'm a watcher. So you see souls. That's a handy talent to have. I knew my harvesting would benefit. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you? Passionate? Or rational? Ooh, what? That was weird. I think my mouse is playing up. Oh, if it's the mouse that's marking up my recording, I'm going to be... let's get the rep. Ah, a fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess. Is that... no. I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it. She beams brightly. You won't regret this. She steals a sly glance at Adair. Hey. Adair half nods without looking in Zoti's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close beside you. At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Swain's. The older priestess sighs, shaking her head. So don't tell her. What the high priestess doesn't know won't hurt her. Grinning, Zoti waves her brethren a curt parting. Oh! Choose the single class or multi-class... Yeah, okay. So priest... So I'm guessing I'm guessing this is all of them. All the characters will do this, which is very fun. Adair was fighter or rogue, or both. I don't know if... I think I want you to be just a full priest. I kind of want someone to... At the moment, I've got three melee people, so I don't think I need an extra melee person. I think having someone just sit back and be a bit ranged, to be a bit supportive. Yeah, we'll go priest. Hi. One of your companions wants to talk. Ah, I see. Sure. I just want to... oh, you know... Interesting. We have a sickle and a lantern. Okay. She likes a passionate person. So the fact that she's pro-Aethesian and lighthearted means she'll probably get on well with Adair. Takes a dull view on skullduggery, irresponsibility, and anti-religious. Wait until she finds out the gods aren't real. Yeah. Okay. So what does she have? Where is Reedcrest? The penitential regency of... Is it Reedcrest or Riadcrest? Riadcrest or Reedcrest? Reedcrest, we'll go with until proven otherwise. Is a theocratic nation of the Eastern Reach, originally founded as an agricultural colony of Adair. Reedcrest struggled to provide both for itself as well as for its imperial masters. Aethys. Oh, it's where Aethys originally formed. Right. Appeared to the people in the form of a farmer named Waidwin, proclaimed as a living saint, led the country into war against the southern neighbours in the Deerwood. So-called Saints' War was a brutal conflict that ended in the destruction of Saint Waidwin via a unique device known as the Godhammer Bomb. This is all stuff that was pre the first game, but was definitely a plot point for a lot of people. In recent years, many farmers have left the country for the Deadfire archipelago, working as farmers and labourers in Valian or Voratian colonies. Interesting. And she's a farmer, which gives her survival. Meadow Savannah. Interesting. I think we're fine with that. And she's got high dex, intellect, resolve, alchemy, arcana. She's proficient in crossbows, hatchets, small shields, and unarmed. So I think I might... Do I have a crossbow I can give her? As an aspect of Aethys, Guan emphasizes the natural ending of mortal life. He is more often portrayed as a farmer with a lantern and a sickle, hence I guess why she's armed with a lantern and a sickle. Implements his priests utilize in ceremonies and combat. The sickle represents the time of harvest, i.e. the natural end of life. The lantern represents the light of the god that guides dead souls to the beyond. Alright, so I'm guessing the sickle counts as a hatchet. Oh, she's actually technically a priest of Berath in terms of skill, in terms of archetype. Interesting. Very interesting. Fighting spirit, meh. Oh, that's right. Once per encounter, this is the from memory. This is like just heals and again heals friends, shaken, and this used to only work against undead from memory, against vessels. This now plays to everything? Oh, any vessels. Here it is, in the vicinity. Yeah, okay. Heals and hurts undead. Blessed Harvest. This feels like reap in the name of Guan. If an enemy is bloodied, which is half health, correct? Yes. Near death? Yes. Receive significantly more damage from Blessed Harvest. 121! Jeez. Wow. And it's quiet. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. What's its penetration? None? Yeah? No? Does it not say? Oh, that's what we just looked at. Blessed Harvest. And restore. Alright, that's just heals. Cool. What do you got? I do have a crossbow. And you have a crossbow. Well, it's a sickle, which is a hatchet. Is hatchets normally... I think I'm going to swap out the pig, which is... The party-wide effect for the pig is extra healing received. I want to find out what the party-wide effect for the bird... Oh, is that it? +1 sleight of hand? I take it back. I don't want... I want the pig. Okay. I thought I had a hatchet. I'm guessing I'm wrong. Investments of... Yeah, okay. What does this lantern do? It's a... The lantern is a shield? Blah? +2 to all resurrection power levels, +2 on inspiration. Wow. That's really good, actually. Kind of want you to be good with pistols. Because I don't want you to be in combat. Just sickle. Additional effects, deflection. +5% sickle damage until combat ends on scoring a kill. Increases with religion skill? What? What? What are you doing? This is crazy. Wow. Like I said, I wanted her to be in the back shooting. And I will probably... Why don't I get that stance? Man. I kind of want to hold on to that, so I might see if I can get her to be good with pistols. Because, damn. Wow. But no, we're going to start with crossbow. Which she is still good with, yeah. And this does character... minus speed for interrupt. Okay, not terrible. You've got this, which is crazy. Got that. Man, okay. I'm fawning over Zoti here. Let's talk to Adair. The children of the... I need a good lean in to get into the good... Gotta get into that sort of southern. Gotta get that southern. The lower it. Lower it down. It's down kind of here. The children of the Dawn Star. I wonder if we'd run into them. I wondered. The children of the Dawn Star. Sort of... I keep wanting to do a sort of a Cree. Sort of a... It's high noon. But lower, it's a high noon. The children of the Dawn Star. The children of the Dawn Star. I wondered if we'd run into them down here. There's someone I used to know, just an old friend. Came here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around, see if she's still out here. Might be she could help us. Just a friend, huh? Just a friend? She rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How did you know her? Well, both grew up in Gilded Vales. Same temple. Adair looks askance at you. Diplomacy. Perception. You can trust me. Your cheeks are red. All right. All right. We used to, you know... And she was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her milk. Wow. My cheeks are going red. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room. Zoti's face mottles bright red and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. That's my... Do you want to be more diplomatic? Sounds like a special woman. I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling. Find someone who might know Adair's friend. Well... You watch over her, you hear? That's one of ours whose fates you've taken into our hands. That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands. I will. For Guan's sake. For Guan's sake, I don't need nannying Wingleth. I've reaped more with my two hands than you'll dream in a lifetime. And you've pride in that. Head shaking, she turns to you. Do you see why she needs guarding? You must shield her light. Do not let her lose it or her life. Do you seek a blessing from the light? We're looking for someone who came out this way years back. Ooh, that was... If you're following... If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegland in the temple of Neketaka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than knows more of us than anyone else. Neketaka, the great and ancient city of Neketaka. The great and ancient city of Neketaka is so old, its foundations are said to predate the great Huna cataclysm of legend. In recent years, the native Huna population has been crowded by the arrival of Valian and Ratutian colonists, traders, and soldiers. Right, okay. Still good to know. Wagon holds only a few boxes and scattered garments. Okay. Okay. Gonna just play with this a little. Do I want the wolf to be more go out wider? Yeah, I like that. Let's go to the pub before we go to the governor. Thorol. Talk to Thorol. Sorry, we haven't got any rooms for you. A rather large man behind the counter glances your way, smiling grimly. Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink. He slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards you. You have gained an item. Ale. Come to... How can you tell? Huh. On account of you haven't got a gaggle of children trailing after you asking impolite questions. Mean word hasn't gotten around. He, I assume, points at my face. What can you tell me about Port Magi? Point Mage. Port Mage is one of the oldest colonies. Not grand in stature. It's a well-established trade route from the eastern reach and is a common stopping point from ships in the region. It has a close, if often fraught, relationship with the nearby Huna village of Satahuzi. Sata? I don't know what that accent is pronounced as. Guess you haven't exactly seen the prettier side of things since you landed, huh? It's the only town on the island, if you don't count Satahuzi, little, Huna village out west. Really, it's a decent place most days. Good trade, plenty of money rolling in from Clario's investors. Damn sight quieter than back home, but I don't have to tell you about the Deerwood. Ain't right. Doing business sober. Can fix that for you, though. What's this about the rooms? We're full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended at the bottom of the sea. He pauses, fixing you with a considering eye. Well, tell you what. I've got one room ought to be cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill. He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, and he's been a real right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him off, and you chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours at a discount. Cool. Well, I'll see what I can do. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate it truly. Start again. I appreciate it truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere. I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way, and we'll call it done. No, I want to ask more questions. I'm looking to hire some crew members onto my ship. Not much point of that without a ship. Come by when you've got work to offer, and we'll figure something out. He smiles apologetically. Okay, well, you know anyone looking to make some coin? I need someone who can hold their own in a fight. Folks come by here all the time hunting for work. Let's see who we can scrounge up. Hey. No one. Fair. Party management. Retrain. Rooms. You have anything useful? Nah. I don't really know what I want to sell. Can I just sell the tusk? Is it an ingredient? Like, oh, cool. I got a flag and a wand. I I will check if the fangs and whatnot are useful for anything other than selling before I sell them. And I assume if it doesn't say... Alright. None of these say, like, their ingredients or whatnot, so I'm worried these are ingredients or something. But, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay! I think we will call it there. Hopefully that video worked. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully there's no problems. And I can just upload this. And we can get underway. It'll be so good! But if you have reached this far, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too trying. I hope there wasn't too many problems. But thank you. If you have enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. I know it always feels silly to say, but from what I understand, it is very useful, and particularly on YouTube, particularly for small channels. If you didn't like it, I mean, the dislike button's there as well. It's all good feedback. Please also comment. Anything I got wrong, particularly with pronunciations. I would very much love someone to be able to update me on pronunciations. If I can get far enough ahead, I might start again, as you know, playing another playthrough and actually hear what they say, and I'll try and remember it or write it down. But until then, hopefully that worked. And if it did, then look forward to episode 4. And until then, I've been SammyP, who still doesn't have an outro.